I'm preparing my family for the total destruction of the power grid.
The Yellowstone supervolcano.
I'm preparing for a total solar eclipse. How y'all doing? My name is Benvy, and today I'm going to be reacting to Doomsday Preppers. So, Doomsday Preppers was a show that was on in the early 2010s that I watched with my parents, and it contains some of the most ludicrous people you will ever see. So, a lot of them are smart, and some of them I can kind of get down with them, but there's a lot of them that are just completely fucking insane. And that's kind of the shit we're going to be watching today.
From what they perceive is the fast approaching end of the world as we know it.
So I'm gonna use like this.
Today we're gonna go. When you get a hold of somebody,
these are gonna protect you from all those nasty germs out there.
she's passing out N95s. Oh, is this like a pandemic episode? Well, she was prepared, I guess.
Like the phrase goes, heading to the hills. So that's why we're moving to the mountains of Tennessee.
Like the phrase goes, heading to the hills. That's why we're moving to Ruby Ridge. had to make that joke. Sorry.
Armageddon.
If I want my family to survive, this is what they're gonna have to do.
Oh, okay, wide-eyed lady. I'll listen to what you say. Yeah, just disorientate the audience before you have them watch it. It gets them prepared for the lunacy they're about to see. That is a adorable dog.
I'm preparing to survive the next Great Depression caused by a worldwide economic collapse.
In the back of my mind, I've always thought that some of these people, in reality, were just unhappy, and they bought all this shit because they're kind of hoping this shit could happen so they could be like, fuck going to work, I'm gonna go live on my fucking Doomsday ranch out in fucking Arizona, you know?
I'm very afraid that as soon as maybe 3 years, maybe 5 at the outmost, a very, very terrible time in our nation's history is coming.
After the 2008 economic crash, Martin and Sarah were among the many millions of Americans who lost their home to foreclosure. Their big rig truck was all they had left.
See, that's what causes a lot of this kind of stuff. I've seen a lot of these episodes to where they're sitting around people with economic worries, and I think that's like the main people on this show are people who are worried of an economic collapse, and a lot of it stems from them talking about the rampant inflation and the 2008 financial crash. It really fucked things up for people, and my heart breaks hearing what they're having to talk about with this guy. Yeah, I went ahead and skipped that one and move into the next one because it's not so much funny as it is just really sad. And like they go into later talk about how his wife has cancer and stuff like that, and how they're trying to make that work. I don't really feel like covering this. It's not funny. I just feel very bad for these people.
Donna Nash is determined to save her family from a worldwide pandemic.
We've been outside, so let's make sure that we are clean, okay?
But
$50 says she has OCD. Like, right off the bat where they're showing her cleaning everybody's fucking hands and she's cleaning off the doors and shit. Yeah, there's something more than just like some doomsday shit here. She's like Monk.
I am preparing for a worldwide pandemic. Go, 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 go.
Well, at least she didn't run out of toilet paper. Yeah, she made some use out of her crazy fucking idea.
Before I was prepared for pandemic, I was probably spending 20 hours a day worrying about it.
See, that's the other thing with these kind of people. Like, there's got to be some paranoid, like, psychological issues there for you to say, I was spending 20 hours a day terrified of a worldwide pandemic. That's some shit you tell your therapist. You don't, I don't know, I don't think you tell national TV that.
When the pandemic comes, those who are prepared will survive. Those who do not prepare will die.
God damn. Just blank stare. Those who are prepared will live. Those not prepared, they'll die. And I like how she put the emphasis on when the pandemic will come. This fucker's coming, I promise you. And it did.
If someone on one side of the country had the disease and they flew across the country, by the time they get to the other side, people are taking it home, they're taking it to work.
God, see, it's kind of freaky in the sense of You know, this was made in the early 2010s, and everything she is saying is exactly what happened in 2020. It's freaky how that panned out, you know. But at the end of the day, even a blind pig will occasionally sniff up a truffle.
My worst fear is that I would somehow contract the pandemic and bring it home to my family, and then have one of my family members die.
I mean, she's clearly a good person. I don't think I've ever seen any of these people on this Doomsday Prepper show that I ever thought was a bad person, and a lot of them have families, and they're very concerned about them, but I mean, man, just how cool she says it. She's like, my biggest fear is the worldwide pandemic and one of my family members dying. Like, Jesus! I mean, calm down, soccer mom.
I put together kits that have everything you would need to survive a pandemic. In my kits, I have isolation gowns, antiviral tissues.
See, that's the other thing, too. These people, I mean, they go to the verge of bankruptcy to make these stockpiles, you know, to amass weapons, to amass supplies, you know. It's like, goddamn, and again, I understand why they're preparing. Like, I myself am a prepper. I am not against prepping or anything like that. But whenever it's at the level where you're like,
I'm preparing for an EF5 tornado that'll destroy the planet.
It's like, chill out. Chill out.
In my kits, I have isolation gowns, antiviral tissues, exam gloves, N95 mask, foot covers, heavy-duty sanitizer.
What do you want to bet that if one of her kids uses any of that shit, she flips the fuck out? Like, no! We need it for the apocalypse!
Our world, when a pandemic hits, will look very different. If people do have to be out in public, they'll be wearing masks. Train stations, subway stations may shut down.
The whole world will fight each other for toilet paper and watch Tiger King for 2 months.
And Donna sees no harm in starting early. Some neighborhoods have the Avon lady. This neighborhood has the pandemic lady.
Oh, Jesus, does she go to their house and, like, make them prepare and shit? This is gonna get interesting.
I give my kits to my neighbors, my community, anyone who I can convince to take one.
I don't like how she said the word convince.
Hi, I'm Donna Nash, Bob and Bonnie's daughter.
Hey, crazy fucking lady.
I've always enjoyed taking care of people. Right here?
Yeah, that'll be great.
I mean, hey, like, on the bright side, at least her neighbors know that she truly cares about them and wants everybody safe. I feel like if she showed up to my door with that, I'd definitely be a little weirded out, but then I'd be like, you know what? This woman actually gives a shit about me. Fuck yeah.
Sonia, there is going to be a pandemic, and it will be bad. I've been putting together...
No studies, no nothing, just there's going to be a pandemic, and if you don't do something, you're fucked. You know?
Would appreciate them.
Jack, I think you need to hear about this.
Yo, Jack, you want to see this crazy bitch?
You will absolutely need to have hand sanitizer.
I've never even thought of anything like that. Have you?
Because you're not completely fucking insane.
It truly is a matter of life and death.
See my point. Jesus Christ. You're gonna die. Just point blank with it, bro. She doesn't give a fuck. Just knocks on the door. Hey, we're gonna die, so you gotta do this, or you'll die too. God.
You know, when we opened the door, Chuck, I didn't think that's what we were going to get.
And I hoped he was bringing a goodie to eat.
He's just like, bitch, bring me some fucking food. My wife don't cook me shit. I'm fucking hungry. Or you give me goddamn Clorox wipes. Fucking Margaret, kick this bitch out the house. She's talking about crazy shit. I like this guy.
When a pandemic happens, every countertop will be sanitized. Our clothes, our linens, everything will be washed and dried.
Yeah, I'm getting like I really am getting like some OCD kind of vibes from her. She has this obsession with keeping shit clean and expecting to make other people do the same thing. That's a very like compulsive cleanliness issue there. You know, there's something off with her.
We will do our very best to have everything be clean.
I feel bad for any kid that ever spills a drop of fucking tea in that house. Yeah, I mean, that place is beyond spotless. I couldn't imagine living with someone like that. I'm sorry. You know, like, I'm a clean guy too, but there are limits. You know, you have to let people be people.
Today, Donna is having Sunday dinner with her family. But she's also got an extra group activity on the agenda.
I'm going to take advantage of my family who's all here and do a pandemic drill.
Oh, Jesus Christ. See, this is what I'm talking about. She can't just keep this shit to herself and occasionally, like, prepare her kids. Like,
No, I have to make every moment about this specific thing that I'm insanely obsessed with for some weird fucking reason.
you know, like, I could just tell from the get-go, I'm like, okay, she's one of these preppers.
Here and do a pandemic drill, which they probably won't like.
Oh, no, I'm sure they'd love... I'm sure they would love, after playing with fucking Legos and watching football, you bringing out a bunch of N95s and hazmat suits and being like, we gotta get prepared, you know? that would just go great after Sunday school.
If I want my family to survive, they're gonna have to learn to like it.
So, and that's the other thing here. She's saying words like, I'm trying to convince them. They're going to have to learn. In reality, what she's saying is, I'm going to make these people do it because I'm fucking insane. That's really what she's saying with the fucking wide eyes going on there. Jesus.
Okay, guys, we are gonna do a pandemic drill.
Oh, she does not look enthused. I think she's used to this by now. Grandma looks pretty tuned out. Her sanity left a long time ago. She don't give a fuck.
I would like to watch a ball game.
I know you do.
See, I knew it, like, just like I said, I don't want to watch a goddamn football game. Shut up.
I know you do. I know you do, but I'm gonna interrupt you because I want you to do this.
I know you do. I know you do, but I don't give a shit. That's what she's saying. I don't give a shit.
It's really that important. If you go into labor, just raise your hand, okay?
Oh God, she's pregnant too. Oh, really? Right now, where you have a woman who is clearly, like, about ready to go level pregnant. If you go into labor, just raise your hand. God. Oh, this woman annoys the shit out of me. I'm sorry.
Paid in drills. These, can you tell what they are? Not hats. Feet thingies, yep.
By God, you know, they got some interesting shit to say to the fucking school kids this Monday. Guess what my mom made me do?
I'm gonna give you all...
Oh, he is not enthused. He is sick of this shit. And I can tell him, like, they're all used to her being this way, and they're tired of her being this way. They're done.
Gloves.
Do we really need to put them on?
Yes.
Yo, even the kids are like, seriously, can we just cut this shit out now, please? What's up? It's definitely not a week later.
Doctors believe that the young may not have immunity to a serious flu virus, and therefore will be at a greater risk of infection.
I like that they have, like, the narrator give his very smooth and subtle voice to explain the crazy shit that this woman believes and make it seem not crazy. But it is.
Go! Fast, 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 fast!
Every prepper knows that time is crucial in a survival
Oh, Grandma's struggling there.
possible.
You're like the only kids in the whole universe that are gonna know how to do this.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
Dave, you are not taking this seriously.
I wonder why. I'm honestly surprised that her family is cool with this. I feel like if I was that old man and I wanted to watch the football game and she's handing me a fucking hazmat suit, I'd just be like, look, I'm either going home or you're letting me watch the fucking game. I'm not participating in the lunacy today. Just not doing it.
Looks like quite an operation.
If I saw someone dressed in this stuff, I would think in my head,
Hey, 2020 came fucking 10 years earlier.
Ah, so Deborah's at the door. Can she come in?
But when her daughter-in-law, Deborah, turns up late for the drill, Donna has the perfect chance to test out another potentially life-saving pandemic prep.
Oh, is she gonna, like, fucking quarantine her at the family gathering? This is gonna be fucking funny.
We're having our drill. You're out in the pandemic world. You're contaminated.
I'm being crazy, and this is my time to be crazy, so you're gonna have to fucking deal with it.
This'll teach you to be late for dinner. Come on in. Gonna have you take your...
Yeah, she looks definitely cool with all this going on. She was definitely cool with walking in with her baby to this shit.
Hey, sweet boy. Does Grandma look funny?
Grandma looks fucking crazy.
Colton does not want to be quarantined.
Colton doesn't want to be quarantined. I wouldn't want to be fucking quarantined. I came here for fucking Thanksgiving, dude.
My family often thinks I'm a little crazy with how much I do.
Oh, I wonder why. The tarp in the background while you're sealing away the woman and her baby that looks like about a year old while you guys are having family fucking brunch, definitely normal. Nothing crazy going on there.
I know I'm here to help people.
I love those shells.
Without a doubt. I am supposed to help people get prepared.
I mean, to be fair, I bet whenever the pandemic happened, like the COVID pandemic, none of her old relatives died, so hey, maybe it's my crazy ass.
Since National Geographic was here, our family has increased our security for our home, and the demand for pandemic kits has drastically increased, and so that's kept me pretty busy.
Oh, wait till 2020. Then you'll see drastic.
But I really look forward to another year of helping people get better prepared.
Helping people get better prepared. Forcing people to get better prepared. So yeah, that was probably, like, literally the sanest person I've seen on Doomsday Preppers. Still insane, but at least she got, like, some use out of, you know, her equipment for, like, 4 months, so, you know, look who's talking. But yeah, this has been Benvy. Follow me on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, all that, and I'll catch you later.
If I want my family to survive, this is what they're going to have to do.